Hi, I'm Damien Patterson, the founder of Integrity Property Investment, and I love helping people to invest in property. I hope you enjoy this video.
How to pay your house off fast. Now, a lot of people hear about all these people paying their house off fast. We've got no idea how to do it. Problem is, you've probably got your financial education from your parents, and they tried to pay their house off the good old-fashioned way. Good old-fashioned way is to buy a house, have a mortgage, and pay that sucker off over 25 years and be mortgage-free. Now, that's fine, but the problem is, during this entire time, you are slugging away at your mortgage, and you are putting all your disposable income into your mortgage repayments, and you're not living a very fun, exciting life. Now, the easiest way to get money is to actually invest for it, not work for it. The most wealthy people in the world will tell you that. So if the easiest way to get money is to invest, then you need money to pay your house off, so the easiest way to pay your house off is to invest as well. And here is what we do. First of all, we wait until our property's gone up in value a little bit and we've got some available equity. So the mortgage has come down, and what we do is go and get an equity loan for, let's say, about $70,000. Okay, and then we go and buy an investment property. So let's say our place is worth $500,000 and our mortgage has come down to about, let's say, $300,000. So we've got some available equity. What we do is we use that equity, so about 70 grand. We use that equity to pay for the deposit and the stamp duty and legals on a new house, investment property. Buy one about the same value, that's no problem. $450,000 90% mortgage and $500 per week rent. Now, what's going to happen is that property is going to double in value over D number of years. Now, we don't know exactly how many years that's going to be, but we know how many years it's been in the past. In the 70s, property prices quadrupled. In Brisbane, for example, there was $8,000 to buy a house in 1970, and there was $36,500 by 1980. In the 80s, it tripled. By 1990, it was $100 grand for a house. In the next decade, it doubled. Sorry, in the 80s it tripled, in the 90s it doubled, in the next decade it doubled, and we're tracking for a double again this. So the average over the last 50 years has been at least a double in 10 years, if not more. So instead of 25 years, this property is going to double in that short time, right? So what's going to happen is, while that rent is, and the rent is going to be double as well, so while that rent's going up, what's going to happen is we're going to get a surplus rent. We're going to pour that surplus rent into our mortgage and pay our mortgage off faster. But the other thing that's going to happen is this thing's going to go up in value. We're going to stay on the interest-only loan, keep it at $450, but we're going to have some available equity here in the investment property. Now, what we can do with that investment property now, with that available equity, is we can actually go and pay our home loan off. So we've paid it off faster. It's now down to, say, $200. And then what we can do is go into the investment property and get an equity loan there for the remaining money and wipe that mortgage out, and we're mortgage-free after a short period of time. Now, of course, this second loan on the investment property won't be tax deductible because its purpose was to pay off your personal mortgage. However, the $1,000 rent you're getting now services both of those loans very, very easily, and your home is now completely mortgage-free and safe. So it's a wonderful, wonderful way of doing it. And the way you've done it is because you've made $500,000 on the capital growth of that property, and you can use that money to do good things with. Now, if you want to put this on steroids even further, you keep growing your portfolio and getting more and more properties in the early days, and the more properties you've got, when the wave comes through the capital growth, you make heaps of money and you can wipe that out and do other things as well. So that's a bit of a taste. Now, they don't teach you this stuff at school, and your parents don't teach it to you either, because the traditional way was just to slug away at a mortgage your whole life. If you think that sucks like I do, then have a chat. Let's have a chat. I'm happy to help you and coach you and put a plan together, and then introduce you to my team and get you doing this properly and go through all the risk management and research great properties and really look after you. That's what I love doing. Hopefully I can help you. Cheers.
It's Damien again. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you're serious about securing your financial future and serious about getting these strategies in place for you, then just flick us a message or give us a call. I'd love to help you any way I can and get my entire team to support you. Cheers.